guys, my name is Science Surafi and today in this video I am going to talk about Auger effect. So let me just briefly tell you what Auger effect is. So we are taking an atom. So atom will have its positive ion core nucleus, and in this it will have its K cell, and K cell, you know, this will have 2 electrons. Let's say we are denoting this electron like this. Now we are considering another cell, L cell. Okay, and according to the formula 2n square, it will have 8 electrons. We are not showing all the electrons, few electrons we are showing. Now what happens when we produce X-ray? We send some high energetic electron beam. Okay, high energetic electron beam. So for a representative point, we are just taking one electron. So this is a high energetic electron and this is bombarded on this atom. Now what happens if this electron can knock out one electron from here? So it will create some kind of vacancy in the K cell. Now to fill up the vacancy, one electrons from the L cell will come down. Now as electrons are transiting from a higher energy state to a lower energy state, the energy will be emitted in the form of a photon, and this was the origin of X-ray. So this photon comes out as a X-ray photon. Okay, now what happens if somehow instead of emitting as X-ray photons, if the photon is absorbed by some another electron in the L cell, then what will happen? This X-ray photon, instead of emitting out from the atom, it will be absorbed by this electron, and instead of X-ray photon will get a high energetic electron coming out. This will be high energetic electron, and this electron is called Auger electron. And this phenomena is known as Auger effect or inner photoelectric effect. You see, inside the process some kind of photoelectric effect is happening. Now because of this Auger effect, intensity of X-ray photons will be reduced. Now let us say if initially 10 photons were coming out of the atoms. Okay, now let's say out of the 10 photons, 2 photons are wasted, or I should not use the term wasted. Let's say 2 photons are absorbed by these electrons and we are getting 2 Auger electron. So instead of 10 photons, now we will be seeing 8 photons emitting from the atom. So we can say the intensity of X-ray photon decreases. So this is all about Auger effect. Now if we talk mathematically, then what we can write? If this is the energy of the L cell, let's say this is EL, and if this is the energy of the K cell EK, then the emitting photon or the X-ray photon will have energy EL minus EK, or EK is greater, so we can write EK minus EL. This will be the emitted photon. Now this energy will be applied on this electron. Now if it overcomes the binding energy of this electron, means if we subtract EL further, then this much of energy will be the energy of the Auger electron. So this will be the kinetic energy of the Auger electron. Okay, so this is all about Auger effect. Now let's try to solve some problem. This problem came in CSIR NET June 2017. The problem reads like this: if binding energy of the electron in K and L cells of silver atoms are given by 25.4 kiloelectron volt and 3.4 kiloelectron volt respectively, then what will be the kinetic energy of the Auger electron approximately? Okay, so we have already derived this kind of formula, so we can easily utilize this formula to get the kinetic energy of the Auger electron. So how can we solve this problem? The formula we can easily directly utilize kinetic energy of the Auger electron. Okay, E of the Auger electron, it will be given by, look, Ek, energy of the K cell minus energy of the L cell. So this is the energy of the photon. Now this energy has to overcome the binding energy of the L cell electron. So this will be basically the kinetic energy of the emitted Auger electron. So it will be Ek minus 2 times El. Now Ek is given to you 25.4 kilo electron volt. Okay, and El is given to you as 3.34 kilo electron volt. Okay, so this will come in kilo electron volt, and if you carry out this calculation, you will get 18.7 kilo electron volt. Okay, so this is matching with option D. So option D is the correct option for this question. So this phenomena was very interesting and very easy also, and I think you have understood the solution and the theory as well. If you have any kind of question, query, confusion, you can let me know in the comment section. I will try my best to clarify them all. Now I would like to tell you that I am also a plus educator on Unacademy. If you want to follow my Unacademy plus classes, you can join my Unacademy plus classes using our referral code PhysicsHub, PHYSICXHUB, and Unacademy will offer you 10% off. And you can also join our Telegram group by manually searching this ID PhysicsHub1. Okay, so thank you very much guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.